name is Phill with 2 L's, and this is a little bit of my workflow for my first kind of Logic Pro recording. So this one I had a couple different ideas, and I don't really have much training in music production beyond recording. So I kind of had to solve a couple different problems. So let's go through the workflow today, and I'll show you the problems I'm talking about. Here's my song that I'm working on, and I have 4 different tracks armed right now. In the past, when I've tried to record a song like this, I typically find it hard to put drums on the track or to put a instrument on the track because the song is always of varying tempo. So the way I solved this problem is that I created a drum kit or a drum track, kind of be my scratch track, like a metronome going in the background without the loud in your ear. Let me play for you a little bit of what that instrument track sounds like. Just a simple drum track, nothing too fancy, and it's just turn it up a little bit. So something simple. Since I'm not using MIDI and I can't quantize recorded audio through microphones, I had to figure out a system to make that work. So what I ended up doing is that I had this drum scratch track in the back, and it was just soft enough that I could hear it and still keep in time. We play it. You have the beat in the background, and then the music comes in. And this would keep it going. What do you see when you close your eyes? Do you dream of a world where you can fly? Yeah, there's a little bit of a voice crack there, but it's all right. This is what we call a scratch track, or what I'm going to call a scratch track. So what it is it's a recording of me playing and singing at the same time. Now, here's my issue. I only have this USB microphone right here. I don't have an audio interface, so it's not like I can plug a high-Z connection into there. I can't master tracks separately because I don't have a 2-track recording system. What I ended up doing is that I would record my scratch track on this USB input, and it's a decent recording. But how high do you soar above the ground? If you listen to it, there could be some issues, there could be some background elements that I want to get rid of. Or what if I wanted to bring up the vocals or bring down the ukulele? I couldn't do that in track because both tracks are printed together. So this is what we use a scratch track for. So this is what I hear in my ears when I go back to record either the vocals or the ukulele by itself. Let's unmute the lead vocals. And you can hear what that sounds like. So you're going to hear double of me because this is myself singing over the scratch track recording. And you dream, dream on, my friend. And you dream. And because of this, I am able to more successfully add effects to the voice, or change the voice, or edit the voice without removing that instrument element of the ukulele. We have a scratch track and a vocal track. So let us mute the vocal track, and now I went back and did the same thing with ukulele just by itself using this same USB microphone. So let us solo that, and we can take out the drum track because we don't need it anymore. If we follow the scratch track going forward, we no longer need to use the drum track. So you hear that the ukulele is doubled. Skip ahead a little bit in the piece. So this is the main chorus where things really pile up, where we have a thicker texture and we want to maybe bring out the ukulele a little more, or do something with it effects wise later down the road in processing. So now I just have a clean ukulele track, just the instrumental by itself. And since I've done all that work, I can now combine the ukulele track and the lead vocal track to get a cleaner recording. So this is what it sounds like. Let's unmute that. and it comes back in.
Where's that place you go in your sleep?
So now I have the ability to either
Or is that the only secret that
bring
you
up the
keep?
vocals, bring down the vocals, or bring up the ukulele,
Do pleasant thoughts
or bring down the
go
ukulele.
through your head
And that is kind of my day one for this producing on Logic Pro.
when you're lying safe in your bed?
And we'll go ahead and turn that off. My next step is that I want to get a better audio interface so I can redub or re-record the ukulele track and the vocal track and use a better microphone than this USB microphone. Because I am not in a studio situation, so I don't have a quiet room. I am in a house with other people and animals, and if you listen to the scratch track, you'll hear a lot of bird sounds in the background, some dogs barking, people moving around furniture or cooking, and that's fine. You just have to deal with it. Sometimes what I do to counteract that is that I'll record at night. But yeah, that's kind of my layout, and that is day one of production of just trying to lay down an original song and kind of add more to it. So I can, from here, this point, I can add strings, backing vocals, or other instrument as it goes on. Well, thank you very much for joining me today. My name has been Phill with 2 L's, and this is me signing off from Hawaii. Aloha.